Get ready to satisfy your sweet tooth without the effort because I'm making 5 easy 5-ingredient desserts that taste like magic with almost no effort. And I'm starting with Alaskan peanut butter ice cream pie. The 5 ingredients: ice cream. For this recipe, it calls for coffee ice cream, some Frosted Flakes, peanut butter, a little corn syrup, and chocolate sauce. What I think makes this dessert sound so delicious is the crust, because it is a combination of Frosted Flakes and peanut butter, and I'm here for that. Kind of like when you do Rice Krispie treats, you got to start with something to kind of glue it together. So that is going to be a combination of peanut butter and light corn syrup. This time of year in particular, I love a cold and creamy pie. Nobody wants to be standing in the hot kitchen baking. And then some corn syrup. Then I'm just gonna microwave this for about a minute. Then I'm gonna stir in 3 cups of crushed Frosted Flakes. I do love a Frosted Flake, especially in a bowl with milk and sliced bananas. Once that peanut butter mixture is hot, give it a little mix, and now we stir in our crushed cereal. I feel like I could just eat this part with a spoon. You knew that wasn't gonna be bad. All right, then we take this and just press it into a pie plate. I feel like I'm gonna need my hands. I'm just gonna give them a little spray. I'm surprised I've never made this before. And then all you have to do is spoon in your ice cream. You wanna let it soften a little bit so that it's easier to spread in here. You're just gonna pile it in. Coffee ice cream with the peanut butter sounds really good. It's supposed to be the whole half gallon, so it's gonna be piled on there. All right, get that ice cream into a smooth, even layer. And then I think you know what comes next. It goes in the freezer. The ice cream's still really cold, so it really only needs at least 30 minutes to an hour, but obviously something you can make well in advance. 5th ingredient, chocolate sauce, comes when it's time to serve. To the freezer we go. It's frozen, looks beautiful, and we're gonna make it look even more beautiful. Just get in there. Just gotta make sure you get through that thick layer of peanut butter Frosted Flakes. Oh, that is a tall pie. I feel like it needs this. Doesn't go against my ingredient count. I'm glad I made that crust thick because to me, it is all about the crust. You don't know that it's Frosted Flakes in there. So to me, this really does feel like a homemade pie, but without the homemade work. It's almost given Reese cups because you know how that peanut butter in there has a little bit of a crunch to it with the chocolate on top. The coffee ice cream is a good balance because it doesn't feel too sweet. It doesn't really taste like coffee, but it just kind of adds that nuttiness that's in the peanut butter too. We are definitely off to a good start, and I'm gonna have to control myself. That's gonna be hard to do. We're digging into a little taste of Italy with this next dessert, cannoli dip. Everything you love about cannolis, but in a much simpler package. The 5 ingredients: ricotta cheese, of course, combined with cream cheese, chocolate chips, and then really these 2 are pantry staples, so you can count these as ingredients or not. Powdered sugar, a little vanilla extract. We'll call that ingredient 4. And then 5th ingredient, you gotta have something to dip your cannoli in. To mimic the cannoli shell, you can either do waffle cones, ice cream cones, and just kind of break them apart, or you can get the waffle cookies known as pizzelle. It's also a no-cook dessert, and we like that. You simply just beat together the cream cheese with the ricotta cheese, add in some powdered sugar and vanilla. Doesn't get much easier than this one. Then you just fold in some mini chocolate chips. This is just the fun dessert of the day. Okay, now you just want to refrigerate this, let it chill for about 10 minutes just to let those flavors come together. If this isn't the cutest thing you've seen all day, I don't know what is. Also broke out a couple other little dippers for this just to show you options. Strawberries are delicious with this. You can even top it with some pistachios because you know that is a typical topping with cannolis. And then these little miniature, you know, waffle cone things that you've seen in the store. Could top it with a few more chocolate chips if you're feeling festive. 5 ingredient wonders. Take a little waffle cone. This is the something different you're looking for to serve at your next party. 1,000,000%. This dessert is an A+100. Make it. I'm making strawberry icebox cake. But you know what an icebox cake is. It's simply layers of cookie with fresh whipped cream and whatever fruit or addition you want to add. Could even be more cookies. The 5 ingredients: strawberries, graham crackers, cream cheese, heavy cream, and could be pantry staples, could be counted as ingredients, but vanilla extract, powdered sugar, We'll call it vanilla as the ingredient and the powdered sugar as a pantry staple. Let's get to building the masterpiece. So you want to wash and slice your berries, and then you got to make the fresh whipped cream. This is what ties it all together. I'm going to add in a little bit of softened cream cheese just to give it another layer of flavor, adds a little tang, and kind of reminds me of cheesecake, which I happen to love. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my powdered sugar, then a little vanilla, and then I'm gonna start adding the heavy cream, and you're gonna beat it until stiff peaks form. After it gets going, go ahead and scrape the bottom of the bowl just to be sure no cream cheese is sticking to the bottom. Looking good. To prepare the pan, get some plastic wrap inside of a loaf pan, and we want whipped cream on the top. It doesn't have to be that thick of a layer, just about maybe ½ inch. Then you can do different kinds of cookies. Graham cracker is gonna be perfect here, especially as I'm going for that strawberry cheesecake vibe, because you've got, like a graham cracker crust. Then some strawberries. And the moisture from the strawberries is going to absorb into the graham cracker, and it's gonna soften it and give it a whole nother taste. I like to kind of put the cut side of my strawberry facing out. That way you get kind of straight sides in your layers. Then, more whipped cream, more cookies, more berries. I'm telling you, this is one of those desserts that looks way more complicated than it is to make. Because when I unveil this thing, you're gonna be impressed. Then this goes into the fridge for at least 4 hours. I think it's better if you wait overnight. Okay, we have been chilling. Time for the unveiling. And then we're going to invert onto our serving platter. That is a cutie. I mean, something with so few ingredients shouldn't look that cute. So I'm gonna finish by decorating the top with some more strawberries. Strawberry Icebox Cake is the perfect simple dessert of summer or spring. See if it tastes as impressive as it looks. Easy to make and one of the easiest ones to serve. Just a slice and serve situation. I'm here for it. You don't have to worry about getting a perfect wedge. Those graham crackers have softened to where they taste like cake, like a really delicate, tender, not too sweet cake. This is a dessert that is really light and refreshing. I like the little bit of cream cheese in there. It just kind of adds another little dimension to just plain whipped cream. This one is the wow factor for minimum effort, and it's definitely one you need to add into your rotation. Banoffee Pie. Have you heard of it? It's a combination of bananas and toffee. This is an English dessert. We have adapted it to fit the 5-ingredient rule, and here we go. I'm using a store-bought graham cracker crust, heavy cream, bananas, obviously, and for the toffee, we're using dulce de leche that is already prepared. I'm doing a chocolate toffee bar as the garnish and ingredient number 5. Pantry staple here, a little powdered sugar. This one is real fast. So I'm gonna take my store-bought crust, and then straight into the crust goes your dulce de leche. This represents the toffee. The original version was coffee toffee pie. Whoever took it from there substituted bananas for the coffee part. This dulce de leche is simply sweetened condensed milk that has been heated until those sugars have caramelized, making it more of a caramel and a brown flavor. Layer 2 is sliced bananas, but before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and make the fresh whipped cream. I'm gonna go in with about 1.5 cups of heavy cream, and then I'm just gonna whip it with a little powdered sugar. This could be the alternative to your banana pudding this year. It's too late to get a bigger bowl. She's so smart. Just want to go till soft peaks. I didn't want my bananas to turn brown, so I went ahead and did the whipped cream first. Now you just put thinly sliced bananas on top. Okay, this is satisfying. Now we just spoon over that fresh whipped cream. Want to be sure to cover the bananas so they don't turn brown. Then you just want to keep this in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. Another good one to make the day before. Finishing touch, I'm gonna chop up chocolate toffee bars because that just makes sense, but you could also use espresso powder or just even cocoa powder on the top. All right, let's get our first taste of Banoffee Pie. That is quite nice. The banana is almost like a little surprise in there. You would think taking a bite of that dulce de leche would be overly sweet, but it's not. It's next to that graham cracker crust that has like a hint of salt. Perfect, so you get all the textures. You get the crunchy crust, that kind of sticky toffee in the middle, the banana, and then that melt in your mouth, fluffy whipped cream. skip the banana pudding this year if you're looking for something different. Nothing says an easy dessert quite like a cobbler. I'm doing easy blueberry cobbler. This is not a dump cake like I've done in the past with these simple recipes. We are doing a very classic Southern blueberry cobbler. And you can also do this with other fruits if you want. This time of year, these are as sweet as they're gonna be. So the 5 ingredients are blueberries, milk, butter. Now typically in these kind of ingredient counting episodes, pantry staples like milk and butter and sugar are pantry staples. So they really don't count as ingredients, but I'm gonna count them here because there's nothing else to it. Sugar and self-rising flour. So this might be the only thing you have to buy if you don't typically keep self-rising flour on hand. So, I mean, this could be a 2-ingredient dessert, people. You're gonna start by melting your butter in the oven. Got my blueberries, I'm gonna give them a little rinse. And then the batter is very simple. It's a cuppa, as they say. Cup of sugar, cup of flour, self-rising flour. This helps eliminate an ingredient or two. Usually the baking powder is already included in here. Kind of aerate your flour a little bit. You don't want it to be too dense, but I love making a cobbler because you really don't have to be exact. It's really hard to mess it up. And a cup of milk. Cuppa. Cobbler might be one of my favorite desserts. Okay, so we pour our batter directly into the hot butter and then our blueberries on top. Feels so wrong. And I like to place it on to another sheet just in case it bubbles over. To the oven we go for about an hour. It's almost like magic. Look at those piping hot blueberries. It works, and there's still some buttery goodness floating on top. There's gonna be some flavor in here. This is the kind of cobbler that is more like biscuit-like and less like crumbly-like, but it's gonna be divine with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Per usual, we're gonna need to let that sit for a minute. The juice from the blueberries soaks into that batter. You get a little cake, a little fruit, and that ice cream melts into that cobbler. It's just essential. It's just essential. 5-ingredient, easy cuppa cobbler. Going in, coming out with the perfect bite. This is the perfect example of what we call a no-brainer dessert. Same formula, you can mix up the fruits. It's going to be perfect every single time. The cobbler part that rises to the top gets crusty. It has a little bit of crunch to it, but then the part that's underneath is more like just a delicate buttery cake. It is so buttery, delicious, and it's the perfect bite of summer. And I'll be having this one for breakfast.